If you're looking to save a little bit more money this year, but you still want to look good, baby, go ahead and hit that follow button because I'm about to show you how I do all of my different hairstyles. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for living the soft life and paying for convenience, but it's always good to know how to do certain styles just in case. You stay ready, you don't got to get ready. The style that I'm doing is going to look a lot like a sew-in, but it's really just clip-ins on top of braids. Clip-ins are not required to have a braid down, but being that I don't like to over apply heat to my hair, I only like to leave out the bare minimum just because it just causes less damage to my natural hair. Before you begin, you want to section out the hair that's going to be your part. So if you want a side part or a middle part, you're just going to leave out just enough to cover up the last two tracks. I like to leave out my edges in every install because it just helps it look that much more natural. Even though we know this is not my hair. Don't think too hard about the braids, y'all. I'm throwing in 7 jumbo braids because you will not be able to tell. For each braid, I'm adding the Olaplex number 7, which is the bonding oil. I know y'all like, well, girl, what the hell is the bonding oil, baby? The bonding oil is what you need for when you're trying to do too much to your hair, or if you have damaged hair, you need your hair to get a little bit more strength. This is the oil that you want to get, and I make sure when I know I'm not wearing a silk press, oh baby, my hair is going to be oiled down. If you don't learn anything else from this video, please note that whenever you're wearing any type of hair extensions and you're leaving out some of your natural hair, it's always best to buy the hair extensions that best matches your natural hair. I am using 2 bundles of Mongolian Kinky Straight by Mercy's Hair Extensions. This is probably the most easiest part, is clipping it onto your braids. Now, what I will say is do not clip your clips directly on top of your braids. Otherwise, you will have problems actually getting it to stay secure. You want to clip it towards the bottom of the braid or at the very top, kind of like you're tucking it underneath so that it can lay super flat. And for each clip, you want to go ahead and style it as you go. This makes it so much easier so you're not doing a lot of tugging on your hair. The less tugging you have to do, the better off your natural hair will be. Y'all know I prefer a little body yachty when it comes to my hair. Like I'll do bone straight if I'm wearing like a middle part, but you know your girl prefers layers and a little bit of a tussle, baby. So I'm just curling it with my flat iron, which is also by Babyliss. I think that's how you pronounce it. Is it Babyliss or Babyliss? I don't know, child. Correct me in the comments if y'all know how to, properly pronounce this brand. What I love most about using kinky straight hair is that whenever I'm in Pilates and I start to sweat, my natural hair is going to sweat right along with the weave. Like it all tends to just blend in so much better. Not only that, but I feel like when I buy kinky straight bundles, I use less bundles because it's already naturally thick, just like my natural hair. If you're wondering how I sleep in these, I don't. I tend to take mine out every night because clip-ins are not the most comfortable as you would think. Like I don't like having anything pressing on my scalp all day or all night. So yes, I do remove these every night, but if you want to sleep in yours, you can do what you want to do, sis. I just choose to remove mine on a daily basis. This is also not a long-term hairstyle until I have the patience to actually install my sew-in. I do cut minimal layers into my clip-ins, but I make sure that when I remove them every night, that I keep them in order from top to bottom. I just do not want to mix them up, and I don't want to have to unnecessarily cut a lot of the hair off because then eventually you're going to end up with a bob for clip-ins, and we don't want that. We want to have our clip-ins as long as possible. Once I finish clipping in all of my clips and curling it, of course, I like to set my hair by doing pin curls. Now, I do have rollers, but child, I was being lazy. I didn't feel like going to my bathroom to go get the other rollers, so I ended up rolling it with my finger, and these definitely still work. This is kind of like the old school way. But yeah, the next time that your appointment gets canceled, or you want to save a little bit of your money, or you're just too lazy to get up and go to that hair appointment, sis, this is an easy way to look your best for less. Okay, and don't worry, sis, if you want to try this method and you need some clip-ins, comment clip-in and I'll send you a list of my favorite hair extension brands with different price points.